Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. We are going to begin a series of 7 beers from the AleSmith Brewing Company in San Diego, California, USA. And the beers that we're going to look at are not necessarily the ones that they're most famous for, but a variety of interesting beers, I think, that may show that they can do a variety of styles. AleSmith Brewery started in 1995, and they started in San Diego. At the time, San Diego did not have much of a beer scene. That was 25 years ago. Of course, now it's considered one of the best beer cities in the world, and certainly probably the best in California. On RateBeer, it is considered the number 6 best brewery in the world out of 33,000 breweries. And in 2014, it was actually voted the best brewery in the world. The AleSmith really got its name known in early 2000s, and in 2003, they released a beer called Barrel Aged Speedway Stout, and that really put them on the map, much like, say, Goose Island with their Barrel Aged Bourbon County Stout. And so with this beer, people really took notice of them. Some of their other beers that they became known for are things like Old Numbskull Barley Wine, their AleSmith Wee Heavy, and AleSmith IPA. So these are, of course, all bigger beers, higher alcohol beers, but I think people probably still connect AleSmith to their Speedway Stout, and they have many variations now. You can go online, look at their website, and see they've got things like Hawaiian, Vietnamese, Mexican, Thai. So these are all, beers that have maybe some adjunct in them to produce a certain type of flavor. And so AleSmith has grown rather large. I'm not sure how many barrels they produce, but I think in 2015 it was something like 150,000 barrels annually. I think they're probably well over that now. Okay, so again, we're going to look at 7 beers from AleSmith Brewing in San Diego, California. All right, and today we're going to take a look at beer number 4 from AleSmith, the San Diego brewery. And this is kind of a nice one. It is called San Diego Pale Ale with the script 394. And this refers to baseball batting average record set by Tony Gwynn, who played for 20 years with the San Diego Padres. Played baseball for them for 20 years. And in baseball, the average of 400, over 400 is quite a mark. The last person to do it was Ted Williams. In 1941, he finished the baseball season hitting 400, and what that means is simply that an average of 400 would mean you have 4 hits in every 10 at-bats. A very, very hard thing to do. So they say that, even the best hitters, for example, Ichiro Suzuki from Japan, even the best hitters fail 2/3 of the time. So, and Tony Gwynn managed to hit 394 in this strike-shortened season in 1994. So we'll never know. The season was shortened by a strike. We'll never know what he would have hit over a full season, but he may well have hit over 400. Very hard thing to do. So there's a picture of Tony Gwynn here on this, and AleSmith actually has a museum attached to their tap room where you can drink, their beers, the Tony Gwynn Museum. So they're quite proud of him. Tony Gwynn was a 15-time All-Star out of his 20 seasons, and he led the major leagues in hitting 8 times over his career. So he was a supreme hitter. I'll attach a few pictures of him here. He had a beautiful swing, something that some players just seem to have a swing that just looks magical and works. Ken Griffey Jr., for example, is another one who has like that, and Ichiro Suzuki. Just a beautiful swing, and it meets the ball and sends it out to a place where another player is not, and gives them a hit. So, on RateBeer, this San Diego Pale Ale has 419 ratings and an average score of 3.82. Its style is American Pale Ale. Out of all beers, it has a percentile rating of 97, and for its style, American Pale Ale, 99 percentile. So it's a 6% Pale Ale and has 13 IBUs, International Bittering Units. Let's give this one a go, shall we? Tony Gwynn died too young. I think he was 54 or something like that. His sons, both of his sons also played in major leagues as well. Sorry if this is boring to non-Americans or non-baseball fans. Okay, so this pours out very lightly hazy, kind of orangish, kind of amber, very hefty off-white head. I wonder why. Probably shouldn't have this much head going into it. Let's turn it around and see what we got here. You can see the small carbonation rising. Doesn't seem like it should sustain that kind of a head, but in any case. The aroma. Get some pine for sure, some light tropical fruit, maybe peach. There's a lot of caramel here. Pine for sure, pine resin, kind of bready. Good bitterness through the mid and final, and it's surprising for a beer that doesn't have such a high level of bittering, 13 IBUs, but you can certainly get it. Kind of medium body, a little bit heavy for a pale ale. It's very nice. And actually this beer is probably a little bit beyond its brew. Yeah, so this was made about 11 months ago. Probably a little bit longer than it should be in the can and not drunk here. It says citrusy, tropical, and smooth at the top. I don't get so much citrus, but I do get tropical fruit and stone fruit. So a very, very nice little pale ale from AleSmith. Once again, this is AleSmith San Diego Pale Ale 394, kind of homage to Tony Gwynn, who was one of the great hitters in baseball history. So life throws you curveballs. Tony Gwynn could hit them. I hope you can hit them too. Take care. Bye-bye.